Paddy, you came to Carlton and you stayed at Carlton for nights like this. Was it worth it after just sticking fat with this club so often over the years?
Yeah, it is, mate. It's I've always been big on I want to help create an environment at this club, and you want to be a special place. And we have had some tough years, but you always want to build it from the ground up. And we've had some times been really tough, but we got a great group of guys that really stuck together. And tonight was a big game for us as a club. I've never beaten Richmond. I know basically none of the boys in there have ever beaten Richmond. They've been a quality side for so long. So to do it in a way, especially in that last quarter, to get the fans behind us, it's as loud as I've had crowd sort of cheer, and especially after 2 years with not much crowd, it's that's what you play footy for. So just so proud of the boys and the whole club.
You've walked out of these rooms so often in this game, corresponding game, battered and bruised, 0-1. How does it set up your season? You've got the Western Bulldogs next Thursday night. Anything's possible.
Yeah, look, we will enjoy this win because, you got to enjoy the little process along the way. But we'll reset during the week, and, they're a quality side. They played some good footy last night, and, they were in the grand final last year. So we've got a high level of respect for them. But, I've got so much belief in this group that we'll get to work. And, we love playing footy with each other, and it's a good feeling. So we'll try and carry that momentum through to next week.
How's the property steward? Did you go through 2 jumpers, 3 jumpers, a real incredible Hulk routine there at one stage?
They tried to swap me into number 30, and I said, look, Charlie will kick enough of his own goals. But, I think the first one got a good rip, and the second one did. So I reckon I might have to bring 3 to the game next week.
Were you on top of the huddle? Were you underneath the huddle when Sam Doherty kicked that goal? You've been through him as a co-captain now, and you've been through the tough times with him. How amazing was that moment? And tell us about it.
Yeah, he's we all love him. He's a special human being. I was just so happy for him to kick that goal, and just the boys love him. He's given so much to the club, and what he's been through puts everything in perspective, I think. But I said over there before at 7, he said as soon as he went in, he goes, I'm playing round 1. And everyone's like, yeah, mate, yeah. He was 10 kilos lighter, and he was pretty pale after chemo, and he's just a strong-minded bastard. Shouldn't say bastard, but strong-minded bugger. And we love him, yeah.
You can say whatever you want after a night like that. The navy blue crowd, it's going to take a bit of getting used to again, I think.
Yeah, it certainly was an incredibly raucous, loud crowd. It was one of those nights you remember coming to the footy for Carlton's arrival in 2022.
It was. I just loved hearing Paddy Cripps talking about Sam Doherty. There was almost a reverence and awe. You could see how emotional he was talking about him. They're obviously great mates, but that's what I was talking about pre-game when we said, if you're not at the club, you don't quite know the journey that he's gone through. We've heard details and we know it's incredible, but they've seen it firsthand, and they've seen the changes in him through good and bad, and where he's got to now. It's testament to a man of incredible character.
It's hard not to get emotional. I don't know what you guys... It's hard not to get emotional tonight when you see the crowd react the way they did, particularly after the goal. I was staggered with his reaction, the double fist pump. I thought he might have been a bit more the other way, but it was just fantastic. The support from the Carlton people was evident tonight.
Spot on.
It is an amazing story, and I think as we learn more, as Jason said, find out more about exactly what he's been through, if he ever decides to tell that, I think we'll be even more humbled and amazed by what he's been able to do.
Yeah, it'll be a great story. I hope he sits down and writes a book at some stage. What's going to be really interesting, though, is there's going to be so much euphoria after this win. The media coverage and the press is going to be glowing. They need to come out and do it again next week.
Big game Thursday night against Bulldogs.
Huge.
You've turned too quickly to next week. The Carlton fans haven't won against Richmond.
No, but we don't.
The Father's Day special in 2013.
We've all spoken.
And you want to say
about we want Carlton back as a strong team in the competition's better when the Blues are up and running.
Yeah.
Can't be a flash in the pan for 1 week.
One
great win. One swallow doesn't make a summer king.
Well, let them enjoy at least 4 or 5 hours.
No, back to business now.
We know as a player, Thursday night, Friday night games are good because you get the weekend to celebrate. I reckon the Carlton fans needed the Thursday night. They've now got Friday, Saturday, Sunday before they have to worry about next week.
Joey, what about Patrick Cripps and his performance tonight? At his best, he's a top 5 player in the AFL. Unfortunately, the last 2 years, his body's just been banged up and we haven't seen him hit those All-Australian MVP heights. But if he can get back there, Petrarca, Dustin Martin kind of area, that is going to be an enormous boost for this side as they track towards September.
Yeah, from what we've seen tonight, he's in that conversation if he continues that form. But what I think he doesn't need to be the superhero anymore. He's got now some guys around him that can take a bit of the workload off. Kennedy can be the bull and crash and bash and carry some weight through the midfield. He's got Chera on the outside that can help. He's got Hewitt that can do the...